I don't know about you, but I feel a lot better. Beating The Rock and regaining the WWE title just feels right.
The Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar, ready to face down Punk.
Banga coming to the ring by Paul Heyman from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Weighing in at 286 pounds, Brock Lesnar.
Flanked by his devious representative Paul Heyman, the Beast incarnate is a three-time WWE champion, the 2000 college champion, a former MMA champion. We talked about this earlier tonight, Corey. You believe no disqualification will firmly favor Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar defeated one of the greatest MMA stars of all time in the octagon. He defeated one of the biggest sports entertainment stars of all time, Triple H, inside a steel cage. So yeah, I believe no holds barred favors the Beast.
Heyman staring intently at his moneymaker. Remember, Heyman tossed Punk to the curb when CM Punk told him, "I don't want you in my business, but I want to remain friends." As soon as Punk couldn't make Heyman money, Heyman said, "See you, bye."
Well, that's just business.
Well, to Punk, it was personal. Gentlemen, it is time.
Yeah, but whose time is it, Wade?
Well, we're about to find out, because this is one of the most highly anticipated matches that I can remember in the history of WWE.
This is one of those matches, guys, where you're just proud to be here to watch it. You know, CM Punk, when you see him in the locker room, he's always that guy that likes to joke around. He's always loose. He's always ready to go. But today, there was a different feeling around CM Punk. The intensity was there. CM Punk was completely focused throughout the entire day because he realizes he's headed into a fight. A no disqualification fight tonight against Lesnar, a man who outweighs him by 50 pounds.
CM Punk almost defeated the undefeatable, The Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania. But this could be the biggest fight of CM Punk's life.
And let's not forget the list of injuries Brock Lesnar has given to CM Punk over the last month. He put 4 stitches into the chin of CM Punk. He caused rib injuries, a knee injury, and ankle injury as well. Brock Lesnar just feeding on Punk in recent weeks. It's the best versus the beast. CM Punk taking on Brock Lesnar. This is a matchup fueled by passion, ego, jealousy, and betrayal.
It all started with Paul Heyman's backstabbing betrayal of Punk to align himself with Brock Lesnar. Now Punk wants vengeance. He wants justice to prove CM Punk is still the best in the world, even without Heyman by his side.
But without him, Heyman says Punk is nothing, that he leveled up by moving on to Brock Lesnar. Heyman and Lesnar are on to bigger and better things after putting this CM Punk business to rest here at SummerSlam.
Sent flying hard into the corner.
Paul Heyman said recently that Brock Lesnar is currently in the best fighting shape of his life. And guys, that's a very frightening thought.
Consider everything Brock has been able to accomplish before now, before being at his best. The fastest rise in WWE history, the biggest title in all of MMA. CM Punk has to face that down tonight. If the best in the world can take down the Beast incarnate, Punk will have definitely earned the moniker.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on him.
At the moment, Brock has no answer for Punk's raw determination.
Size, weight. MMA expertise. What advantage doesn't Brock Lesnar have over CM Punk?
Please don't tell Brock I said this, but wit and guile. Punk can be tricky. He can be elusive. He needs to outsmart Brock and keep the Beast guessing all match long. Grabbing a kendo stick, any connection with flesh will definitely leave a welt.
Lesnar is overwhelmed. Lesnar is overwhelmed.
Somehow, Punk has Brock Lesnar on the back foot here.
Goes into the corner.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
I truly believe that if CM Punk wants to stand a chance tonight, he needs to remove all focus from Paul Heyman and concentrate squarely on Brock Lesnar.
That's easier said than done, Wade. Punk had Paul Heyman out of his focus at Money in the Bank. He told Heyman he wanted to go it alone. And that night ended with Heyman pushing the ladder over right as Punk was about to grab the briefcase. Finds a counter for Lesnar.
Proof these superstars have done their homework. Put on the top rope. Something big's coming. Both superstars perched up high.
Not from up there!
Avalanche Hurricanrana.
That move wasn't originally intended for the top rope, but that's what we just saw.
Corey, I know earlier tonight you said a no DQ environment favors the Beast, but I think this stipulation may just be the saving grace for CM Punk this evening. If Punk can grab a hold of something at ringside, it can be an equalizer.
I will concede that if Punk can somehow keep Brock from using weapons while wielding one of his own, he will have the advantage. But consider this. Brock Lesnar now has illegal holds at his disposal. Brock Lesnar can now use his inhuman strength to swing a steel chair at CM Punk or throw Punk through it. Able. There's nothing more frightening to me than the idea of Brock Lesnar having no limits to his brutality.
He is looking to do some serious harm. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect. Something to note tonight, Brock Lesnar is dominant but beatable. He lost his return match after a decade away to John Cena.
Up high!
Crossbody from the top. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Yeah, Punk's wearing down Lesnar with intense precision here.
Oh, what a right hook. Oh, look at this. A release belly to belly.
Punk dodges out in time.
And retaliates with a counter. Oh, Brock Lesnar may break the arm. Kimura lock apply. Absolutely trapped. Nowhere. And look at this. Kimura lock. Nowhere to go but for him. Oh, my God. They broke out of it. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect.
Turned it around with a kick to the midsection.
Strong counter from Punk. Beautiful neck breaker.
Ooh, stomping down with all their weight.
sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
Oh, no, he just got busted wide open.
The official needs to take a look at that.
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
And Lesnar can't stop any offense coming his way.
Punk is determined right now.
Oh, look at this. Into a neck breaker. look. Going down. Just stacked him up here. Look at him. A great counter to cover. Something of a cocky decision. Him just stopping the pin like that.
And able to skirt around that attack.
Oh, shin breaker. And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
You don't see Lesnar flustered like this very often.
And that was a precisely measured attack.
Leaning him against the turnbuckle right here. Oh, finds an opening and delivers the boot.
Neckbreaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Taking this thing out onto the floor now.
Oh, boy, it's a baseball bat. Hoping to end this match with one big swing.
Ooh, did you hear that thud from the back connecting with flesh and bone? Oh, what a neckbreaker. Rock here now. Not used to being without the momentum.
Punk is proving hard to deal with. Attacking the hamstring with... these strikes.
I think we know what he's thinking, and it's not going to be nice.
Avoided any damage there.
Float over neckbreaker.
Picture perfect.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Lesnar is getting shut down at every turn.
Ooh, swinging that like the Bambino.
Staggering to his feet, but he won't like what's coming next.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring. And Punk making his way back to the ring. Oh my, hurling a message to their opponent.
A blow like that might have them seeing stars right now.
Fighting the beast back.
I wasn't sure Punk... Keep up with Lesnar's hits, but here we are.
Two aggressive stars, so well matched, not in terms of physicality, but mentality. The steel chair does not get much more classic than that.
And saw what was coming there.
Russian leg sweep.
His body has been the main focus of a lot of offense tonight.
Yeah, I think he's going to be feeling the effects of this match for a few weeks, Wade. The Beast now is being contained.
Punk is determined right now.
Holding nothing back, striking... Over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now.
Clothesline. Punk sidesteps out of that.
Neckbreaker. Picture perfect. Lesnar quick to counter. Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver. Hooked up.
Sequence of reversals here. Both superstars clearly studied game tape ahead of time.
And each of these lethal maneuvers have got to be taking a toll.
The ferocity we have witnessed here tonight. The determination. Punk and Lesnar are having a battle, not a war for the ages.
Repeated knees in the corner.
Front face lock applied. It's about to get more painful. Hung across the top rope.
Head on CM Punk. No, he gets the shoulder up. What a match. This could be it. He could win it all here.
And he's seemingly determined to inflict even more punishment on his opponent. He might be going too far here. Hopefully, it does not cost him the match.
Gets the shoulders down. Brock Lesnar for the win. Punk powers out. Still going strong.
Truly cannot believe that didn't even get a 1 count.
Impressive awareness from him. And now he's headed out of the ring.
He gets into the ring, looking to explore things ringside now. Going to the top rope. What's his plan? From the top. Diving double axe handle.
This has been an absolutely career-defining match for these competitors tonight.
Watch out! Double axe handle smash. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Finds room for a back elbow.
He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up. Butterfly backbreaker.
Oh, right in the arm. Getting dangerously close to our announce table.
Boom. Once more, Lesnar headed to the floor. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
I must give credit. Catching Brock like this is an incredible challenge.
Headed back into the ring.
Oh, watch out. There's a seat for your face. Move!
Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk.
And this is just outrageous power.
Into a German.
Evades the attack and not a moment too soon. And Lesnar is clearly looking for a fight here.
He gets back into the ring. Beautiful. Float over neck breaker. Trying armbar. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the... Submission.
Knocking some teeth loose with that counter. Punk dodges out in time.
And this one could be moving to ringside.
CM Punk playing to the crowd now.
Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. And this one's taken to the outside.
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
I don't even know if he knows where he is right now.
Probably not, considering the amount of damage to the head he suffered.
Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring.
Lesnar looking to bait his opponent into a mistake.
Oh! What a lariat!
Oh! Big kick. Oh! Punk is locked in on his opponent now.
And now he's back into the ring. What a counter! Oh, went down low.
That'll ruin your night.
And remember, guys, this is a no disqualification match. Punk looking to put it away with a GTS to Lesnar. Lesnar's down. Cover by Punk. And Heyman now gets involved. Remember, no disqualification.
Well, Heyman's already betrayed Punk once recently. Now he does it again, breaking up a sure victory for CM Punk. And now Punk has lost the plot.
Heyman looks like he's about to soil himself. It's about self-preservation for Heyman.
Self-preservation is easy when you have the Beast incarnate backing you up.
Went for the F5, but what a counter by Punk into a DDT. Cover now for the win over Lesnar and a kick out.
Late kick out, and Paul Heyman can't believe it, but now straight into the Anaconda Vice grip.
Punk squeezing with all of his might, trying to put down the Beast. And Heyman again.
Well, just when it looked like a tap-out was imminent from Brock Lesnar, Heyman involved in proceedings and gets peppered with a shot from CM Punk.
And Punk now finally taking his frustrations out on Heyman with the Anaconda Vice in front of the chair.
Paul Heyman paying dividends right there for Brock Lesnar. The distraction enough to give the Beast the impetus to take control once again with that chair.
Not done yet.
Lesnar won't be done until Punk is completely destroyed.
And it looks like that moment is imminent, Corey.
Punk up on Lesnar's shoulders. Brock Lesnar marching around the ring. Oh, it delivers an F5 out of the chair. And this is just the worst position Punk can be in.
Well, it just goes to show you never turn your back on the Beast incarnate.
Heyman won.
This could be it for the 3 count. And only gets a 1 count.
Holding on. What is it going to take? How much longer can this go on?
Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
And Punk making his way back to the ring.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go! 2!
Will Lesnar be able to kick out? Somehow he kicked out.
Just inhuman tenacity on display from Brock Lesnar. He was basically operating on natural instinct with that kick out.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
GTS.
And Lesnar is out.
came the Beast, and Paul Heyman schemes.
The winner of this match, CM Punk!
What a moment for CM Punk, proving the doubters, proving Paul Heyman wrong. On his own, with no one backing him up, CM Punk is still the best in the world.
Not even a beast can stand in his way. Defeating Lesnar, showing up Heyman. This is the ultimate moment of vindication for CM Punk. Enjoy it, Punk.
When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his future shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table.
Then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
Then again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to
Drew McIntyre steps inside hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight, to end CM Punk for good.
His career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
Raise your
These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction. This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster.
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. CM Punk had no business being back in WWE. The company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre. He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. Boom! Read that one.
Back in the ring. Oh, my Lord!
And CM Punk is in control.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saints, and he's paying for it now.
You got to think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's going to be adding even more to this match for Drew tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre has been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that something clouding his own vision?
This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre has taken him to that place. And it's the devil Punk needs to tap into if he wants to walk out of the Hell in a Cell. Counted into an Alabama slam.
Snapping the neck. Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in this structure? You ask guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels who had the longest ever Hell in a Cell match in over 47 minutes. Will Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight? Totally helpless at the moment.
Can't prepare your face for that. An example of what makes the Scottish Warrior so ruthless in every sense of the word. That was a showing of control and aggression, something they'll want to keep up.
Up the rope he goes.
From above!
Up high. Diving brain chop. Oh, he might put him away here. He's able to kick out before two.
I'm not surprised by that result. Could still be a ways to go here.
He finds a counter to McIntyre there. Connects with a counter.
He's in a bad spot on that turnbuckle.
What a way to get out of that one. Beautiful. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect. This crowd is learning, along with Drew McIntyre, that the inside of CM Punk's head is a scary, scary place.
From way up, diving double axe handle.
Wow. This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
Using the chair with no caution at all.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence. Come on, stop this. Your point's made. No need to keep on doing this.
Punk looking to impose his will. Looking to power their opponent up, but not strong enough. Backdropping their way out of danger.
It looks like he's stalking his prey. Only one thing in mind.
Grabs the waistlock, but battling out now. Punches to the face.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear.
What's it gonna take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
Looking to explore every inch of hell here now.
Looks like the road crew left some tools under the ring, and it's going to get used again. Oh, hit him with that wrench.
And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
Putting him in the corner for something here. Follows it up with a short arm clothesline.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be.
CM Punk looking to end things here.
And go to sleep. GTS from Punk.
Can that finish McIntyre? Not looking in any condition to fight. More like a sitting duck here.
Smacked with the wrench.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Yeah, Punk able to completely neutralize McIntyre here.
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Taking out the arm. Great strategy.
And now escaping the mat. Very crafty of him, avoiding the dangers of the ring.
And Punk making his way back to the ring. And McIntyre on the receiving end again.
McIntyre is having trouble getting his bearings.
McIntyre reverses and looks to capitalize.
Able to slip out of that situation.
After the float over.
That was pretty. Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because for one of these men, there might not be.
He's zoning in. Has something big in store.
Jeez, this is turning into batting practice now.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Smother. McIntyre might have him. Getting up on wobbly legs, but he'll soon be put back down.
Look at this. This can't be good. Snake up, going for the pin for the win. He breaks the ref's count before 2.
The wear and tear of this match only affecting him slightly, it seems.
Showing Punk the door here.
And the action has shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter McIntyre. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own life has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
Heading to the top turnbuckle now. Perched up top. A diving knee drop.
Oh, no. Has it lined up for the kill shot. Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way.
McIntyre is getting dismantled.
Drew's got to find a way to put his best foot forward here. And he's able to avoid that offense.
And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Certainly a master stroke of mind games. We'll find out if Drew McIntyre...
And Drew, this one's for the match. Shoulder shoots up before 2.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message.
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Oh! About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. And not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here. Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
CM Punk walking in.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. My God! Did you... hear that chair shot?
He's faltering, slowly getting up.
Face first into the chair.
McIntyre. Oh, man! Is it enough to overcome Punk?
Makes the cover. What in the world?
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
And now McIntyre is at a loss as his mind races to rethink his attack. Listen to this place.
After everything we've seen tonight, he must be using the reserve tanks at this point.
Closed fist punch to the jaw. That's one way to break up a move. Powerbomb position.
But shots to the head quickly put a stop to that.
Strong suplex.
Eyes are fixed, looking to victimize his target.
Just beat. Down with that wrench.
Trying to find his bearings, but it looks like the end is near.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
And remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective. And all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner,
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't going to let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
Freaking Rollins is motivated as we've ever seen him. This is personal.
The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry as he heads to war with CM Punk.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225
Gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014.
Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here, a clear advantage he has over Punk.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two men who are completely beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as similar as they are in those respects, where they have diverged has become a point of contention between both of them, which has brought us to this point in the main event of a historic Monday Night Raw.
Survivor Series 2023. The utter dismay on the face of Rollins when CM Punk returned when hell froze over. These emotions have been building up inside Seth Rollins for the last 14 months.
Seth Rollins says he's fighting for this company, says He couldn't believe that CM Punk verbally tried to tear this place down over the 10 years that he was gone, only to be embraced the way he was when he returned.
Tonight, Rollins intends on extracting this demon from his soul and WWE altogether.
If Seth freaking Rollins wants to finally earn a high-profile victory over CM Punk, he's going to have to do everything in his power to resist Punk's mind games.
Well, I agree with that sentiment.
Here we go.
All the way to the outside.
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one. If you're Seth Rollins, you got to try to keep the emotions in check. Focus on the task at hand, and that's taking out CM Punk.
Yeah, but Punk's not afraid to play mind games.
Looking for the pin, but was that enough?
Quick count out after one.
This is where great cardio makes all the difference, helping you stay alive deep into the match.
Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official. In this match, nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or
From way up.
Whoa, look out! Adrenaline can make you do... Crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. He's able to counter that. Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I don't have my notes handy. Who did Punk last face on Raw?
It says here he now works with office supplies.
Float over neckbreaker.
Picture perfect. Rollins finding himself in deep trouble here against Punk. No chorus can help this man now.
He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count. Driven into the barricade. Into the barricade. Ventures out into the crowd despite the threat of a countout. Looking to beat the count out and head back to the ring. He's headed up high.
Headed out of the ring now. And going amongst the crowd now.
But remember, countouts are active in this match. He comes back over the barricade. Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring. Punk scaling the turnbuckles. Oh, look at this. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect. This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration tonight.
Boot to the stomach.
CM Punk struggling a bit here. Not the welcome return to competing on Raw he had hoped thus far. And Punk making his way back to the ring. Perched up top. You gotta be kidding me.
That had to have hurt just as much as it hurt your opponent.
No one comes out unscathed with a high-risk move like that.
Precision punch.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole a bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. If Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off, it could give him the mental advantage tonight. Going outside, what's he got planned here?
Now entering the raucous crowd, just don't forget about the referee's count. Heading back to ringside.
Oh, look at the power now. I can't believe this. Look at that. Oh, my God. Off the apron to the floor hard.
Using that barricade with great effect.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Oh, colliding with a barricade.
Oh, a rough landing right into the barricade.
He's in a bad way, but still has something left in the tank. We could see a count out here.
Looks like he's coming back in.
Back in the ring now, beating the official's count. Seth Rollins calling on the WWE Union. Stopping all that nonsense right now.
Just sent crashing to the arena floor.
Sky high. Good Lord, taking flight.
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline. Crashing into the barricade with such force. Into the unforgiving barricade.
Good technique reversing Rollins. Neckbreaker after the float over. That was pretty. Seth is being overwhelmed.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in his perched up top. All the way to the outside. No matter who you are, when you crashed on the floor, a searing pain races through your body. Oh!
Now he's back at ringside.
Delivered into the barricade.
And goes back into the ring here.
CM Punk turning his attention to the WWE Universe now.
Guys, this might actually end in a countout. Beautiful. Float over neckbreaker. Picture perfect. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to Rollins here.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count. Holy, meet the barricade.
To the barricade.
Oh my gosh, what impact! And Punk making his way back to the ring.
CM Punk rallying the crowd behind him.
Catches the leg.
Back and forth, counter after counter.
He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count. And he comes in under the ropes now. Decides to leave the confines of the ring.
Heading into the crowd now. This could get dangerous.
Heading right out in the crowd for whatever reason.
Now this battle is out of the crowd.
Just goes to show that this thing has gone totally off the rails.
Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Punk. Boom!
The WWE Universe getting an impromptu meet and greet. How's that for great ticket value?
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now? Traveling into the crowd now.
Have to be mindful of the count, though.
Surrounded by the WWE Universe.
Nowhere better to settle your differences, Cole. Hooked up, and DDT.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Rollins has no answer for Punk's well-aimed attacks.
And slides back into the ring.
And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
Heading to ringside now. Looks like the referee's count is drawing things back to the ring. Beautiful neckbreaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
CM Punk had suffered some injuries since his return. In fact, he tore his tricep. At the Royal Rumble a year ago, he was out of action for over 6 months. Punk says that tonight he's completely healed. But Wade, you're an athlete. Never divulge the extent of your injuries, right?
Oh, I absolutely would. For sympathy.
Real classy, Wade. Big first right into the buckle.
The springboard attack fails to land.
And into the corner he goes.
Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now.
Wants to finish this.
And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
They sing, I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness, cover! Isn't it up? And a kick out!
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. I'm coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out. Rollins looking to end it.
Stop! Will that close Punk out?
Going for the cover. Kicked out at one. Even the ref can't believe it.
We have just witnessed next level grit.
And the ropes break the hold. Bang! Crucial counter there.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Go to sleep. Isn't enough for Punk.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
GTS connects. That spells doom for Rollins.
Into the cover. Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event of the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the Architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank in the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance in WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
from Pensacola, weighing at 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry, marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania, but this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ulafala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ulafala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ulafala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and glory. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins look thoroughly disgusted over the fact that Paul Heyman walked down to the ring with the Second City Saint. It is CM Punk's first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, he missed last year's WrestleMania with a torn triceps, and this year he goes into triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins, 2 men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. The first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. He's won championships, he's made friends, he's made enemies. Tonight is CM Punk's night. Tonight is CM Punk's main event.
The pressure has always been CM Punk's playground. The fire has always been burning, and his only addiction is wrestling.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original tribal chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the 2 men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE. That this is their...
From the top, double axe handle connects. Piercing shot to the body.
What a counter by Rollins. CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the Wise Man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the tribal chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Punk. Here we go. Here's the pin. And he stops the ref's count.
Could be going for a submission here with a sleeper hold.
Oh, and a neck breaker.
Oh, a moonsault. Hooked up.
Oh, a shin breaker. It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some
Perched up top.
Through the air, and connects.
like a heat-seeking missile right on target.
And just as destructive. Back into the ring here. Once again, Punk taking things outside. Beautiful. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Rollins has no answer for Punk's well-aimed attacks.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. So there's a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years. And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster.
Big time height on that kick.
Rollins getting worked on here.
Rollins has to devise a new plan. DDT!
Punk is pulled in. Crushing facebuster.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business.
Shining Wizard! That's right, Corey, that was a Shining Wizard. Beautiful. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect. This is why it's good to have a manager. Good to have an ally who wants you to win as badly as you do and will introduce any tool to produce victory.
And remember the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived.
This could be it. It could end right here.
A defiant kick out after one.
Not going down without a fight.
Under the ropes and back into the ring. And he turned it around.
Punk looking to impose his will.
Double underhook. Trying to muscle them over and
Into a backdrop. Oh!
Rollins spear. That could end Rollins' run now. Into the cover.
hooked up.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned?
And some people would say you can never go wrong with a standard steel chair.
Oh, the chair projected right to their face, taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
He saw that one coming. There's the skull absorbing further impact. Clothesline.
Oh, perfect kick. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proof.
Punk about to take flight. Now with kendo stick in hand, he's become even more dangerous.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggle. Perched up top.
Diving knee drop.
Forced into the corner and needs to stay on the defensive. Reigns now. Clothesline. Clothesline. madness or it might be lunacy, but he is refusing to stay down here.
And he re-enters into the ring. Oh, stop right to the hand.
Propping them up top.
Both superstars perched up high.
Not from up there.
An avalanche hurricane rana.
And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is a tribal chief with no followers to come to his aid. CM Punk headed to the top rope from way up. Oh!
Knees up. Knees were up. All the breath taken out of their body with that counter.
Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. Lifted and completely helpless here. Returning back to the ring. He's going up. Flying possum. Shoulders down. Bringing up the pin right there. Oh, did you hear that? Rollins just a step too slow.
Something's in store for him.
Ooh. There's one. Teardrop suplex. They're going to go, I think, for a second one. No way.
Powerful grip by Roman.
Oh, my God, that hurt. Oh, look at this. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
From above.
From the top. Whoa, look out. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Manages to
Blast off.
Whoa, cross body.
Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Hoisted up, but too heavy, and now counted out. Big clothesline.
Uh-oh. Oof, back elbow puts a stop to things.
Electric chair peppering their opponent with shots.
Right hands will do it. Oh, float over Russian leg sweep. Stepping out of the ring here.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Returning to the ring now.
Nice Russian leg sweep.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
He's thinking the steel chair is just what he needs to wreak some havoc here.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Punk is determined right now.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring.
Roman telegraphing that one.
He finally manages to answer back.
Brief sign of adrenaline from Rollins.
Punch right to the face.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply going for the cover. He might just have it.
Oh, just like that. He stops the referee's count.
Yeah, he was not willing to chance things at all.
Oh, look at this. The neck breaker.
Picture perfect. He wants this fight on the outside.
Calf kick finds the mark.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here. Eats a punch to the face. Punk crafting an attack.
Oh, clothesline. And he slides him back to the mat. And now Punk Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now, Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point, Cole. The visionary Seth freaking Rollins has once again pulled the ace out of his sleeve in Las Vegas.
Just hitting the chair with full force.
Talk about a hard landing, flesh connecting painfully with hard steel. And the dents on the chair is proof.
He'll make his way to the ring. With a reversal. Wow, what a claw. The WWE Universe is on its feet.
And deservedly so. These superstars are holding nothing back.
Wow, by Rollins. Neckbreaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
And Punk now looking for the pinfall. No! 2 count.
There's some shock in the arena after that kick out.
And Punk now lifting.
Seth's interested in what's under the ring at the moment.
Went for the kendo stick, and the routes will quickly follow.
Right to the back of the neck. What a blow.
Good night.
Escape just in time. Seth just rubbing it in there. And makes it out. Shoving him into the corner now.
He's able to reverse it.
Roman might have him.
I think that's it. That must be it. That was a stiff shot with that kendo stick. The WD now with the cover. This isn't good. He's got bad things in mind. Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now?
Oh, what a sling blade.
Roman's shoulders are down. And that breaks up the pin. Turns that back on CM Punk. Oh, knee right to the spine.
Oh, a declarative, decisive shot.
Inverted DDT.
Looking to end this thing for good. And there's the stop. That has Roman counting the lights.
He breaks up the pin attempt. There goes Rock.
He's eyeing the 3 count here.
Cover! And he only stays down for a 1 count.
You are not alone in your shock, Cole. We all thought that was it. Oh, what a clothesline. racing through his mind.
Well, he got on with it already. This is a fight.
And he chooses to leave the ring.
And the action is getting a little too close for comfort here. What a reversal.
I think I found that one.
Sliding into the ring now.
Hooked up. DDT. Reigns laying down the gauntlet for his opponent. Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm. Has the arm trapped.
Oh, CM Punk from the top rope.
A gruesome landing. I don't know how you walk away from that.
Reigns is becoming a bloody mess in there.
Into the barricade. And Punk now looking for the pinfall. Punk has beaten the odds. Has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this sling.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, I won't lay down for anybody? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Well, Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of world wrestling entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again? There is so much electricity in the air here tonight in Montreal. This is always going to be a big match for both Shawn and Bret, but squaring off in Montreal only adds to the importance of tonight. This isn't just a huge match for both these men. This may be one of the biggest matches we've ever seen in WWE.
Yeah, the title almost feels secondary tonight, which is crazy to even say out loud. This feud has been boiling for years, and it never seems like it will fully be settled. I know this is going to be one we'll talk about for years.
This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game.
Michaels with the awareness.
Taking him to the corner now.
He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count. Driven into the barricade. Oh, what a knee strike. And he tosses him back in now.
He has no idea the danger he's in right now.
Crossbody. Just from a style standpoint, Bret and Shawn are totally opposite. Bret's slow, methodical, with a technical approach, versus Shawn's fast, explosive offense.
We also know that neither of them is above doing whatever it takes to get the advantage. We could go back and forth about which style is better, but it all boils down to simply who wants it more. And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue from the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord.
HBK in real danger here.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here. Taking flight.
High impact. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace.
Whoa.
Neither superstar giving an inch here. The fight is on, and it's furious.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
This is more like a barroom brawl between these two.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. And jab after jab after jab, and bang, what a hook. And he's going to the top.
Connected with the crossbody.
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Well, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Bret and Shawn have called each other. Oh!
Running Bulldog! And the Hitman continues to deliver irreparable damage onto Michaels. Just stretching out the arm. Bret Hart, look at this pile driver!
Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
Clubbing blow stifles the...
And a quick schoolboy out of nowhere!
Rope break, so the pin's called off. Going up to the top now.
Take off!
Connects! Saw it coming! Quick takedown. Oh, what impact!
And gets sent right into the corner.
Wicked clothesline. Just a surgical approach we're seeing from Hart. Hart, nice takedown. Gonna step through into the vintage sharpshooter from Bret Hart. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Shawn's in the grass.
DDT!
busted him wide open.
Hitman never saw that coming.
Teardrop suplex.
HBK has to be thinking about ending Brett's night after that move.
Here we go for the championship. And a strong kick out in one.
Somehow able to kick out before a 2 count. How are they still going like this?
Taken down with a crucifix. This match has gone above and beyond anything anyone expected.
From the top. You gotta be kidding me.
Fueled by emotion, doing whatever it takes to take out the competition. Heart with a plan in mind. And down with the belly to belly.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
And hold on. Are we looking at the prelude to the end of it all?
Oh, wiped out with the crossbody.
Got him in the corner now.
Oh, sent flying with the monkey flip.
Carefully measured knee drop.
Shawn Michaels has run into trouble.
Brett is unloading attacks here.
Shawn gets tossed out of the ring.
Hard as flight in mind. From the top.
All the way to the outside.
However much you think that hurt, I promise you it was way worse.
Flying ringside with pinpoint accuracy. Ah, will he get on with it already? This is a fight. Crucifix. The momentum is squarely on Hitman's side now.
Michaels looking racked with pain. The Hitman remaining a step ahead.
Pretty drop kick.
Snapmare could set something else up.
Just bouncing off the turnbuckle. Launched right out of the ring.
Exiting the ring.
Everything he can do to create space here.
Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
A malicious attack across the throat. He answers right back.
What a crossbody!
Drop kick on target. Now bringing the fight back into the ring. The referee is so close to calling a count out.
Some showboating from Shawn here. Here we go.
Oh, God. Terrible landing on the outside.
Oh, that was nasty to watch. Finding nobody home.
Crashing into the barricade with such force.
Coming back from the outside now. High impact crossbody. What's he about to do? Belly to belly.
Being set up in the corner for something.
Tail over tea kettle right there.
What a drop kick. This has got to be demoralizing.
Pile driver on its way.
Shell pile driver.
The challenger is not holding back.
Has the champ pinned. Is this it? And he kicks He's out of the pin in one.
You expect these pins to last much longer at this stage in the match.
Bret avoids impact.
Crucifix.
How much more abuse can they take? Shawn and Bret are each looking to take their pound of flesh from each other.
And that was some brutal impact on that DDT. And further damage being dealt to the skull now.
Not a good situation. Getting rattled like this over and over can really mix you up.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Watch the quickness on this. Whipped over in a snap suplex. And Hart is channeling the energy of this crowd. Brought down by a crucifix.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside. Defiant counter from HBK.
Each superstar trying to stay a step ahead. And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Down by the DDT. Looking to apply an agonizing armbar stretch.
Armbar stretch applied.
Excellent execution from Hitman.
And Bret cannot be stopped right now.
He gets back into the ring.
He needs to get in the ring before the count runs out. Now really focusing in on attacking that leg.
Well-placed knees to the hamstring.
There goes Hart back to the ring.
2.
Brought down by a crucifix.
And if Bret Hart isolates the leg and feels the advantage in the legs, Wade, he won't go anywhere else.
You're right, because all that's in the back of his mind is the sharpshooter. It's that precise breakdown of his target that has made the Hitman who he is.
This has got to be demoralizing for Michaels.
Michaels needs to be resourceful in this situation.
And he gets directed into the corner.
Sent for a ride with the monkey flip. This could be it. Bret could retain the title here. Repeated knees to the hamstring.
And something Bret has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month ago against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He used every attribute to survive that encounter.
I've never seen a match more unholy than that.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
The temple is being made a target. Hitman staying on the attack.
This relentlessness is Hart's trademark.
Nice drop kick, so precise.
This personal rivalry goes so far back, you can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. Each man becoming breakout stars and leaders of a new generation in WWE. Up until that point, it was professional, but recent years and the weight of carrying the industry have changed these men.
The turning point was WrestleMania, Cole, when Bret was screwed out of the title in that Iron Man match. If the score is tied at the buzzer, it is a draw, and the title should have remained with Bret.
Well, it certainly felt like we were all learning the rules as it happened that night, but tonight the rules are very clear in this match, so I highly doubt we'll see any kind of screwy finish tonight.
Then a knee right to the throat. Shawn Michaels has run into trouble.
Shawn has to start volume back somehow.
Ooh, vicious kick to the spine.
He's completely tied up.
DDT! Crucifix! And now the Hitman is dissecting the opposition.
Brett came with a game plan, and he's executing it.
And crashing to the floor goes Shawn.
And he's taking this to the outside now. So much tension applied to the leg.
The Hitman looking to cinch it in. Here it comes.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold. And now he gets back into the ring. Moves from the ring to the outside. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. Oh, my God, what a crossbody. Disheartening position for HBK.
Michaels is being subjected to a beatdown.
Kick to the abdomen. Oh, to the arm. Terrible.
It feels safe to say we are watching one of the greatest matches we've seen in quite some time.
And the WWE Universe continues to remain on their feet. They know they're witnessing something truly special here. Oh, ref in the way there. And a well-timed counter. Just ejected from the ring.
Taking this to the...
Figure 4. Leg lock. Wrapping him in, and he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Taken down with a crucifix.
And now the Hitman is dissecting the opposition.
Brett came with a game plan, and he's executing it.
Reorientating them in the corner here. Counter upon counter, great minds thinking alike.
Monkey flip.
The Hitman looking to inflict even more punishment in unique fashion, like only the excellence of execution can.
Ring post figure 4 by Bret Hart.
This is Hitman wanting to punish Michaels from pillar to post.
And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
This has got to be demoralizing for Michaels.
Michaels is going to have to dig deep here.
Then a knee right to the throat.
What a crossbody.
He gets sent straight down to the floor. He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top. From the top.
Good Lord, taking flight.
That was absolute lunacy.
Landing with such force. DDT plants them. Excellent execution from Hitman.
And Brett cannot be stopped right now.
Beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
Taking this fight back into the ring. And he's going to the outside, which will start a countout. HBK disarmed here. Brought down with a DDT.
Landing the crossbody. And a vicious-looking stretch in that shoulder.
Disheartening position for HBK.
This cannot be how Sean envisioned tonight going. Stalking from above.
And Brett on the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
and now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Fez press! Fez press! Teeing off. The wherewithal to counter HBK.
Both superstars showing great awareness of their opponent's repertoire.
Bret turned into a projectile here. Classic HBK, being the showman that he is. He's climbing to the top. From the top, through the air, and connects.
The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
He quickly slides into the ring. Step through. Here it comes. Bret Hart, sharpshooter. Sharpshooter. Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here.
I'm going to say it, this is a career-defining match for these competitors.
A landmark moment for them, something we'll look back on in the future. Stomping down.
Quick thinking and quick rollout there. Wants to regroup and recover.
Oh, quick crucifix.
Flying!
Caught an elbow in the gut for that effort.
Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
The champion into the pin. Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.
Feels good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little, and use this technology to go up against 3 WWE legends that I've dreamed of competing against.
CM Punk is here, and he is ready to return to the Extreme.
Falls count anywhere in the ECW arena against Cactus Jack. I have a feeling that Extreme will only be scratching the surface during this match.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Taking nothing away from Punk, an ECW World Champion in his own right. Is he truly ready for tonight? Because the ECW that CM Punk was a part of and the ECW that Cactus Jack was a part of are two completely different breeds.
Very true, but Punk has always embodied the heart and soul of ECW, no matter what era. And we know he's got a big enough chip on his shoulder to want to prove that at any cost tonight.
What we should really worry about is what Cactus Jack plans to do to Punk's heart and soul tonight. Because if Cactus has his way, it won't be pretty. And it won't be for the faint of heart.
CM Punk ready to go to battle. Ready to stand toe-to-toe with ECW's infamous Cactus Jack.
A disturbed, violent man with his sights set on CM Punk.
From True Consequences, New Mexico, weighing in at 287 pounds, Cactus Jack!
Whether it's in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, Tokyo, Japan, or Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Cactus Jack is revered as the most sacred of all hardcore icons around the world. And with the Falls Count Anywhere stipulation tonight, he might just drag CM Punk all the way around the globe during this match. Two men who have no problem making a show of force to get their message across.
And there is no better stipulation in no better venue to make such a show of force than a Falls Count Anywhere match in the ECW arena.
Folks, I can already warn you, this match will not be for the faint of heart. The war of words between these two men, CM Punk and Cactus Jack, has come and gone, and now it's time for a war of wills, a war of weapons, a war of whatever sadistic machinations have been running through these men's minds.
It does not get more hardcore than the ECW arena, especially when it's Falls Count Anywhere. CM Punk and Cactus Jack. Two men who remain stalwart and resolute in their convictions through blood, sweat, and tears.
Smart money's on a whole lot of all three of those things in this match, gentlemen. Cactus will make sure of it.
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty. Cactus Jack sent flying straight to ringside.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Float over Russian leg sweep.
Launching.
Boom! Face first.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Bionic elbow to the crown of the skull.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
Beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
Folks, I can already warn you, this match will not be for the faint of heart. The war of words between these two men, CM Punk and Cactus Jack, has come and gone, and now it's time for a war of wills, a war of weapons, a war of whatever sadistic machinations have been running through these men's minds.
It does not get more hardcore than the ECW arena, especially when it's Falls Count Anywhere. CM Punk and Cactus Jack. Two men who remain stalwart and resolute in their convictions through blood, sweat, and tears.
Smart money's on a whole lot of all three of those things in this match, gentlemen. Cactus will make sure of it.
And he gets delivered back into the ring. A Falls Count Anywhere match certainly lends itself to extreme activity. There are no rules that govern how you score said pinfall or submission. We both know Punk and Jack are certainly able to get extreme.
Both men have strong ties to the birthplace of extreme, ECW. CM Punk began his career in WWE as part of the ECW brand, with multiple ECW title reigns to his name. Cactus Jack put the company on the map during its infancy and became a multi-time tag team champion during ECW's heyday.
It's once again an ECW original versus a new blood. Let's see which side prevails this time. Spinning kick to the gut. The fight has been taken to Jack.
Oh yeah, Punk's not backing down to Cactus here. Far from it.
And Cactus Jack is just so unpredictable. When you're in the ring with him, you never quite know what he's going to throw at you.
Well, I'd usually counter that you can't let Cactus get the chance to unleash his particular brand of insanity on you, but that's not a realistic possibility here. Punk just needs to do what he can to keep on Cactus and be even more unpredictable, if he can. Relentless violence is Cactus Jack's stock and trade, but it needs to be CM Punk's as well here.
Backbreaker.
Fans have long awaited this showdown, as Punk and Jack's paths have never quite crossed.
Indeed, Corey. Around the time Cactus Jack was winding down his full-time career, CM Punk's career was just beginning. While Cactus did have a brief in-ring return as Mick Foley in 2006, it ended a few months before CM Punk's debut.
And in both of those cases, Father Time had a hand in determining who would be the better competitor. Tonight, we're getting both men.
He's doing it. Going for the pin. Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
He is far from being put away here, that's for certain.
Cactus on the receiving end.
CM Punk looking to show off his power game now. Butterfly backbreaker.
Even though Cactus face first, all set up. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. Good flipped upside down there.
Jack just got out of there.
Neckbreaker after the float over. That was pretty. Nice takedown. Stack them up. Turns the tables. Shoulder releasing the pin. He's adding insult to injury.
My goodness. Came down like a hammer on that arm.
Placed him in the corner here.
Punk looking dominant now. Short arm clothesline connects.
As these two extreme legends brawl, I just have to sit here and appreciate the atmosphere that we are seeing Falls Count Anywhere in one of the most famous arenas in wrestling history.
Indeed, the ECW arena has been where many extreme icons have been created. And in these hallowed halls,
Softened up opponent has no clue where they're at. This might wake you up in a bad, bad way. Superplex off the top rope.
and CM Punk is in control.
Yeah, CM Punk is looking to inflict as much punishment as he can to truly slow Cactus Jack down.
Trading counters here.
Oh, look at this. Neckbreaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Punk now locks in that double under. Double underhook, struggles with the lip.
Into a clothesline.
Good reflexes from him there.
turns that in his favor. An unrelenting assault being brought to Cactus Jack.
Yeah, Jack has to find a response quickly. Working the leg with that move.
And Jack has lifted the ring apron looking for something.
He has a kendo stick in hand, and this place just turned into South Swanson Street.
Up the welts already forming from that kendo shot. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Punk is determined.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Huge kick connects.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
And he's taking this to the outside now. Able to parry that one.
What a hit from Jack.
Neater on the rocks.
Punk avoids the attack.
Sheesh, a painful-looking shot.
Once again, their core taking some substantial damage. Man, that is going to leave some serious welts. And I think we all know he only has one thing in mind here.
Letting everyone know he's got full intent on using that kendo stick.
Up the welts already forming from that kendo shot. No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury. Nasty face rake to stop that attack. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. And Cactus Jack's never backed down from a fight in his life, and looks like tonight will be no exception. Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Cactus Jack is having problems here.
Alarms must be going off in Jack's head now. Double underhook backbreaker.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring.
CM Punk playing to the crowd now. Oh, clothesline.
If he does not start protecting his head better, it may become the main focus in this match.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time.
Fights out of it with the elbow to the gut.
The arm absorbing the damage.
Setting them up in the corner.
And driven down in a belly-to-back suplex.
Cactus Jack getting tossed out the hard way.
Perched up top. You gotta be kidding me.
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home.
Bang. God, that disturbing sound of a kendo snapping on flesh. Jack already inflicting offense on Punk. We know Cactus is only getting started.
left with a stiff back elbow.
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
That was a stiff shot with a kendo stick.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
Violent artistry courtesy of Cactus Jack and CM Punk. That's what this bloodthirsty crowd clearly wanted. And now that is exactly what they are getting. At both of these men's expenses, physically and mentally.
He's making his intentions known to everyone in the arena.
Put into place. And battling out a very unsafe and precarious area.
There's plenty of ways this could go wrong fighting up on the stage like this.
And things backstage are getting quickly out of hand.
Oh, they're done playing nice. They've got some serious aggression that needs to be worked out, and this just might be the best way to do it.
Ouch.
Oh, spinning heel kick.
Going after the arm in a big way.
Rocked with the cone.
Oh, my God. Opponent lifted up. Jaw. Meet knee.
Boom. GTS.
He's locked up here.
Cut off with a savage clothesline.
Taking even more punishment and damage to the head.
As far as strategies go, it does not get more intelligent or more diabolical than this one. This all-out cranial assault is the stuff of evil in-ring genius.
He's got him. Getting ready. Oh, what a clothesline.
Well, that should teach him to not celebrate before the match is even over. CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Oh, what a kick! Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Spinning heel kick.
And the leg getting more attention paid to it.
Punk sidesteps out of that. Devastating neck break. Oh, roundhouse kick connects. Oh, that is doing whatever it takes.
Oh, Jack caught by the counter.
Hooked up. Boom!
Uh-oh. Up they go. Oh, atomic drop. Punk wasting no motion on the counter. Oh, spinning heel kick.
Gets clobbered with the axe handle. Oh, God!
And a late pin attempt by Cactus Jack. Ooh, he fends that off. Uh-oh.
Barbaric clubbing blow.
Dangerous intentions on the mind of the... Oh, and that's what you get for disrespecting your opponent.
And now he's taking the time to show a complete lack of sportsmanship. This could backfire for him.
Oh, with authority. Oh, no, I can't imagine what's going to happen next.
I can't wait to find out.
This stage is no place for a battle. Cords, pyrotechnics, all kinds of danger.
He's heading back to the ring.
Climbing to the top rope here.
From the top, double axe handle connects.
And does he want it once more? Climbing the...
Incoming! Oh, my. Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Oh, my!
And now he's going to the top rope.
Lift off!
What a splash!
CM Punk looking to show off his power game now. Butterfly backbreaker.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Yeah, CM.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Go to sleep. That could put Cactus Jack down for good.
Shoulders down.
What's he doing? He had this match in the bag. Back and forth, neither Punk nor Cactus Jack relented. Talk about an absolute battle.
A battle of wills with both of these men showing the ultimate willpower. Just an all-time violent classic we're witnessing. Nice movement from Punk and the Uranagi connects. And now, an
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why. Gets driven into the corner.
Going counter for counter now. Can it be capitalized on?
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
The fight has been taken to Jack.
Oh, yeah. Punk's not backing down to Cactus here. Far from it.
Oh, what a kick. Boom, what a right.
Could be thinking of something big here.
Uh-oh. This is not going to be nice. This is going to be nasty.
It's all about winning, no matter what it takes.
Superplex! Got him on that turnbuckle.
Dropping his opponent on the top turnbuckle. And now looking to go as big as possible. Devastation under plunge. Go ahead and count to 1,000. No one is coming up.
Good Lord. CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
What a violent match this was. CM Punk has to be feeling some kind of catharsis, making it through this and, most importantly, making it through Cactus Jack.
Well, Punk may have won the battle, but the thing about a sadist like Cactus Jack is that he has...